Hi everybody, it's Norma and I have a candle haul for you. Last Saturday, today is actually Wednesday, November 15th. Uh, Last Saturday, which was I believe November 11th, it was National Candle Day, and Henri Bendel had their once a year sale. Now, I could have sworn the sale always happened in December. I just don't remember it happening in November, but it happened in November this year, regardless of whatever happened in the past. It's only what counts now, today, right? So they have the sale once a year, and their candles traditionally went down 50%. The signature candles used to be $30, and on this sale, which happened one day a year, they would go down to $15. So that's 50% off. And that's really good for Henri Bendel because normally the best sale they have is 30% off unless they're clearancing something out. You know, after the end of the year, you can get some deeper discounts. But in general, 30% is good, 50% is awesome. Now what happened is somewhere during the summer, they lowered the price of their candles. The signature candles went from $30 to $25, and the home candles went from $45 to $40. So basically they knocked $5 off the price. So I was really curious to see what they were going to do with this sale. As you guys may remember, the home candles debuted last year. So when they had the signature candle sale, we call it the $15 candle sale, they weren't part of the sale last year, but they were this year. And I could have sworn at one point they had a price point of $55. I may be wrong on that. I don't know if I saved the old catalog when they initially came out and introduced them to see if they were, for some reason I'm thinking they were more expensive than $45. I think they may have initially been $55, but regardless, for the candle sale on November 11th, the signature candles full price were $25, they were marked down to $15, and the home candles were $40, they were marked down to $25, which is the lowest that they have gone. So I was pretty excited about seeing the home candles on sale because, you know, when I first heard about the sale, I was like, I'm not going to buy any more candles. Last year when they had their $15 candle sale, you know, I raced to the store. It was like, you know, 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. I'd been mopping my floor. I smelled like Clorox bleach. It was just like, I didn't realize the sale was that day. And, you know, I just went crazy. I bought a lot. And then during the summer, when White Barn Bath and Body Works were having their semi-annual sale, it appeared that Henri Bendel was getting rid of carrying the line in the stores because all of their candles were basically on sale, and you were able to use the Bath and Body Works coupon. So I cleaned up. I heard that Velvet Oud, which was one of my favorites, was being discontinued. So I went to like every White Barn store that I could find in town and bought all the Velvet Oud I could find, and you know, a few other scents as well. So I was like, I am set with Henri Bendel candles. I have a huge stash. I don't need any more. But then this sale came up, and they came out with a new scent that I really, really wanted to try, which is Dark Rose. And when I realized that the Sweet 7112 was part of the sale, I had to jump on it. Now, I have had the scent Sweet 7112 in the perfume and, you know, the hand cream. I've had it in the votives, but I've never actually had the 3-wick candle. And to be honest with you, I'm a little scared because the one votive candle just can fill my entire bedroom. So I'm afraid a 3-wick might just choke me out of the house. But at that price point, $25, I had to jump on it because that's the lowest it's ever been. It just doesn't go on sale. I know it went on sale earlier this year in the summer, and I don't remember what the percentage off was. It might have been 30%. And at the time, I passed on it. I think I was on a wax band. I don't know why I passed on it, but I passed on it. So I'm kind of glad I did that, because the $25 price point is the lowest I've seen it. So I jumped on it, and as you can see, I ended up buying 2 dark rose and 6 sweet 7, 112. And I'm pretty happy with my purchases. Now, I was really excited to find dark rose, because I was thinking that since they discontinued one of my favorites, Velvet Oud, that this might be a replacement. So before I tell you what dark rose smells like, let me just talk to you about Velvet Oud. So this is like one of my favorite candles, especially from Henri Bendel, and it's definitely a heavy rose scent. So if you don't like roses, you wouldn't like it. But basically the scent notes were elegant, enchanting, and exotic. Velvet Oud is a spicy scent that provides warmth and sweetness. A woody blend of clove, rose, and raspberry mixed with sandalwood to add to the passionate blend of aromas. Enjoy a moment of solitude as the soft scent fills your home. Well, I wouldn't say it's exactly a soft scent, because it's a strong scent. Definitely the rose predominates. You do get the other notes. I did review this candle last year, so you can check out that review if you're interested. But it is discontinued now. So I was wondering if dark rose was going to be a substitute for Velvet Oud, maybe like a repackaged, but just a little bit tweaked, something like that. So I have to say, I am really happy with dark rose. It is not a repackage of Velvet Oud, but I think what they did was they kind of took the notion of the scent, and they dimmed it down. It's definitely not the strong rose that Velvet Oud is. You don't really get the fruity tones like the raspberry, but it's a much more subtle scent, and I have a feeling it's going to be more popular than Velvet Oud was, because I'm assuming Velvet Oud wasn't that popular or they wouldn't have discontinued it. And I know a lot of people can't handle really, really strong rose scents. Even for me, as much as I love Velvet Oud, like 2-3 hours is like, okay, it's enough. I have to blow you out, open up the windows, get some fresh air. So this is much more subtle and subdued. And it says, wrap yourself in the seductive embrace of rose, cedarwood, and vetiver, perfect for a dimly lit romantic evening. Hints of bergamot and oud will fill your home with sweetness and passion. Pungent and slightly sweet, you'll be in the mood for an evening sipping wine by the fire. Okay, yeah, what's not to love about that? And then if you actually go online and look at the actual scent notes, it says top bergamot, mandarin, incense people, those of you who like your incense, the heart, rose, oud, the base, vetiver, cedarwood, and musk. So what do I smell? When I first opened it up and lifted the lid, the first thing I picked up was the cedarwood. I just smelled a fresh wood. And then I picked up the rose and the incense, all these other notes, the vetiver, musk, but it's a soft blend. There's not like one particular note that stands out to me. It's really subtle. It's really nice. Definitely not heavy on the rose like the Velvet Oud was. In fact, it kind of reminds me of one of my favorite candles ever, which is sadly also discontinued, from Yankee Candle, which is this Comfort Cardamom, Rose, and Cedarwood candle. I love this candle. It's one of my all-time favorites. And I find that dark rose is in the same family. It's not a dupe. It's not exactly the same. The Comfort definitely has more of a rose note than dark rose does. This is much more subtle. It's more sophisticated. You've got that musk in there. I'm really excited to see how this is going to burn and what I actually pick up when it starts burning and how it's going to throw and all that. So stay tuned for my review on that. I'm not exactly sure when that's going to happen because it is a week before Thanksgiving, and so I'm going to be switching over from fall to holiday. So I would say probably in January I could start reviewing Dark Rose. And then Sweet 7112, I've talked about this candle a lot. What does the description say? Let's see on the box. There's this whole story about Henri Bendel, and then they go, the fragrance elegantly embodies iconic New York's sophisticated affluence and understated extravagance. Its scent, distinctive and sexy, encompasses floral and woody notes of bergamot, mandarin blossom, freesia, sandalwood, and suede. More than an homage, it is a celebration. Sweet 7112 pays tribute to the brand's rich heritage and to generation of Bendel girls. So, I don't know if you can see all that. Yeah, they have this story on the website if you want to check it out. And the notes for Sweet 7112 are Italian bergamot, peach, the heart jasmine, freesia, iris, rose, and the base suede, white sandalwood, cashmere musk. Now, everyone's always asking me, what does this candle smell like? And it is just a really, really hard one to describe, people. Most people will say it's sophisticated, it smells like you're in a 5-star hotel. It's a hard scent to describe. Basically, all I can do is tell you that, the very, very first time I smelled it, I was in the store and I had heard about it. It was brand new. It had just come out. Curious, I went to pick it up. I was like, I'm not paying, $55 for a candle, whatever the price tag was at the time. It was expensive. I was like, I'm not paying that kind of money. So I picked it up, and I thought it was a masculine scent. Masculine cologne was my impression of it. And so I never gave it another thought until Jacqueline, who's in my Facebook group, she was in love with the scent, and she was just like obsessed with it. And I was like, I must be missing something here. So I'm so glad I gave it another chance, because I think, my first initial impression, I picked up that bergamot, which does tend to give it that perfumey, cologne-y scent. But it is definitely a floral. It is definitely more feminine than masculine. At one point, I said it was almost unisex. I think men and women would enjoy the candle equally. I'm not so sure about the perfume. I do think the perfume smells a little bit different than the actual candle. But you definitely get the floral, the jasmine, freesia, iris, rose. But then you have the base, the suede, white, sandalwood, cashmere musk. So basically, I'm like, okay, your top notes are going to give you that perfumey, cologne-y scent. But you have the floral, which makes it feminine, girly. But those base notes, the suede, white, sandalwood, cashmere musk, take it from being a girly, sweet perfume into something deep, sensuous, and sophisticated. It is a sophisticated scent. It's not a scent that will probably appeal to everybody, but if you like something that's a little bit more sophisticated, a floral that is a hint of perfume, it's not, there are some floral perfume scents I do not like. It's not like super old lady perfumey. It is definitely a more sophisticated perfume. Like I said, it's just a hard one to describe. You're either going to love it or you probably will hate it. That's all I can say. But anyway, that is my haul. So that's all I've done for candles. I do have a Yankee Candle accessory haul coming up. Hopefully I get my shipment sometime this week. I had a mishap with my ordering. My first order, for some reason, didn't go through. I don't know what happened. So I had to reorder, so I'm hoping that will be here tomorrow. So hopefully I can get a haul video up this weekend, fingers crossed. If you guys like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe below, and have a blessed day.